is designed to keep our paddlers together in the canoe and also a way of introducing who we are.
Didn't expect to see that. Seems like today there was mostly news about video platforms, which was kind of interesting, but I guess the first one that I read here, it says Russian drone Okatnik makes maiden flight. The Russian Federation has developed a drone capable of flying up to 5,000 kilometers. The project had been veiled in secrecy, but the ministry has now released a video of the unmanned vehicle online. So you can see this thing taking off, I guess, from wherever that is, and you can see it flying. It's just kind of interesting how they say they unveil this video and stuff. It's almost like they want you to see it so that you, in a sense, I guess, fear or appreciate what they're doing, I guess. And it was actually interesting reading this because yesterday I was capturing all those boats and stuff. It was actually around this area. It says large white plume visible after cargo ship's hatch blows in Vancouver Harbor. White smoke pouring off the ship was visible from the Lionsgate Bridge and the shoreline. I was still a few kilometers away, but it makes me wonder if one of those boats that I captured was this one actually, that burst into flames or whatever it says here. And again, there just seems to be so much video-related platform news. This one specifically, it says YouTube is working on revamping its creator-on-creator harassment policy before the end of the year. But site CEO says it's struggling to understand what constitutes as harassment. Like, for example, if someone's making a video that's about another person, they say this person sucks, etc., etc. Like, they would consider, I guess, that harassment. But where do you draw the line? I guess that's versus someone, say, making just general criticism, saying, I don't like this person's work or whatever, or opinion because of this, and here's my reason. Because many times there's so many stories where people abuse things like copyright laws just because they want to silence someone, like for their opinion, which isn't right. So it's kind of a tricky subject, I guess. And then about harassment, this one was kind of interesting. This one says, YouTube star accidentally posts footage where she slaps, yells her dog. So apparently this person is pretty big. It says the YouTuber Brooke Houts is her name. And I looked at some of her videos. Apparently she has a dog and she does various tricks, plays pranks on it. Like one of the most popular ones like recently was something about, I guess she put like saran wrap and tried to get the dog to walk through it, like pretending like it didn't know there was like, say, a wall there, so to speak. And she was basically, you know, playing and having fun with it as it would appear. But I guess in uploading that video, she accidentally uploaded the raw video of the day and somebody actually recorded it. And it showed you without the editing how, I guess you could say, aggressive and abusive she was with the dog, like yelling at it. It seemed like hitting it and so forth. I'm not an expert with dogs or anything, so I don't really know. But I guess one side of the story is what she was doing wasn't really abuse. It was like general discipline, I guess, because she claims, I guess, the dog was jumping all over her and stuff like that, and so she was trying to get it under control. Whereas other people say clearly it is abuse. I can't say for sure, but just by the looks of it, just from common sense, I don't know how you can say that's general discipline. It even seemed like at one part she spat on the dog, although she claims she didn't. Although I guess with things like YouTube and trying to clamp down on things like harassment, it just made me think of the topic how a lot of people do the stuff they do is because that's what gets them the attention, so to speak. So until you stop rewarding things like that, I would imagine things would just continue. And the other one that was really fascinating was apparently on the platform Twitch, which a lot of people stream live video games. That's what it's known for. One of the biggest personalities there, the Ninja person, he's so huge that apparently a different platform bought him out to stream there. The platform that apparently paid him millions, that's what they say, to move over is a platform called Mixer. It's actually owned by Microsoft. And ever since they made that, I guess, acquisition, if you want to call it that, it's generated, I guess, huge publicity. It was a win for them. But the fascinating thing is what Twitch did, like afterwards. Like right now, you can see when you go to his page, like the Ninja person, you would think if you upload on a platform, pretty much, you know, that channel is yours with your content, but they actually brand like this little message here saying if you go to this channel, the ninja you're looking for is in another castle. Check out these popular live channels. And for those who don't get the video game reference joke, that's from the original Super Mario. Like every time you finish the castle, it's like, oh, the princess is in a different castle. But yeah, just kind of interesting how they put this message on his channel because they know that he left now. So they're trying to promote their other creators. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Imagine like in YouTube, if somebody left for whatever reason, like some company bought them out, they'll basically plaster their channel or a bolt page like with the same message and then say, hey, check out these guys instead. I guess you could argue it's their company and they can do what they want with it, but that just seems kind of wrong, isn't it? Although it does make you think too, just in general, because a lot of people often complain about publishing stuff in a certain platform because they don't have a choice and so forth. Whereas I guess like in this case, if a company really wanted to make an alternative, if you get the right talent and all that, I guess just like everything else, you can guide the eyeballs and stuff to go over there instead. What in the world?
Yeah, but look at that, he just kept walking by himself.
What's he doing?
I don't know, he's real.
Without an owner here too?
Yeah, but only it's not that high. Oh, no.
All the residual heat from the ground. Well, you can clearly tell which battery was in use there. Alright, see you guys later.